Evening, I'm Razorcade, Fake News Episode 47. Today, Google has reported the first known case of hackers using AI to discover and weaponize a zero-day vulnerability in the wild. Researchers say AI can now turn a published security patch into a working exploit in approximately 30 minutes. Baidu has released a model that hits state-of-the-art performance at 6% of the pre-training cost. And OpenAI has launched a $4 billion arm called the Deployment Company.
Top story, Google's threat intelligence group has published a report describing what they call the first known instance of attackers using AI to discover and weaponize a zero-day vulnerability against a real target. The discovery is partially attributed to a tool the group identifies in the report. Google says it likely thwarted the use of the exploit in what would have been a mass exploitation event.
For 4 days now, we have been reporting on AI capability curves in cyber-offensive contexts, the benchmark results, the self-replication papers, the success rates. Today, the wire updated from research to deployment. The same capability that scored 81% on the lab benchmark just got used by an actual adversary against an actual target. Google caught this one. Google is not the only target. Google is not the only defender.
Story 2. A separate report this week documents that AI assistants can now reliably take a freshly published security patch, reverse engineer the vulnerability it fixed, and produce a working exploit in approximately 30 minutes. The 90-day responsible disclosure window the industry has used since the late 90s is now structurally broken. Defenders had 90 days, they now have less than an hour.
Right.
Separately, a Google warning issued this week says agentic AI is giving cyber criminals nation-state level capabilities. Read that line again. The threat model that for decades was reserved for adversarial governments is now available to a single operator with an API key. The defenders need to update both their playbooks and their org charts. The org chart is the slower of the two. Yeah.
Story 3, Baidu has released Ernie 5.1. The headline claim, state-of-the-art comparable performance to the frontier Western models at approximately 6% of the pre-training compute cost. The method they describe is called once for all. The architecture trains a family of models simultaneously and then selects the deployment size at the end. The savings are extracted from the redundant training that everyone else has been doing.
The American labs have spent the last 12 months building larger and larger compute deals. The Chinese labs have spent the last 12 months making compute deals less necessary. Both strategies have a future. Only one of them has a quarterly CapEx slide. The arithmetic will eventually arrive. We have been saying this for a while. The arithmetic continues to be polite about it. Sure.
Home lab.
The author of the popular AI Toolkit framework, who goes by Ostris, has published initial results training a LoRA for a new model called HiDream 01. The pitch, pure pixel space training, no variational autoencoder, no text encoder bottleneck. The training run is faster, simpler, and produces sharper output. The author describes it as industry-changing. Most claims like that are not. This one is being looked at carefully. Yep.
Also worth noting, OpenAI has announced the OpenAI Deployment Company, a $4 billion plus investment vehicle. They have simultaneously acquired a company called Tomoro. The stated purpose of the deployment company is to help organizations adopt AI. The unstated purpose is to convert one-time API customers into long-term integrated revenue. The naming is unusually honest for OpenAI. The strategy is unusually expensive.
Speculation time. The engineer James Shore wrote a piece this week arguing that AI coding tools must reduce maintenance costs proportionally to their output gains, or the result is a wave of permanent, unmaintainable technical debt. The cost of writing code has fallen by an order of magnitude. The cost of maintaining code is not. Companies are now generating code at a rate they cannot ever clean up. Indeed.
My prediction, within 36 months, a major enterprise software company will publicly disclose that a significant portion of its code box is now considered internally unmaintainable. The disclosure will be framed as a strategic shift to AI native development. The actual meaning will be that nobody knows what the code does anymore. The customers will be told the new direction is better. The new direction will also be generated by a model. The cycle will close. Okay.
That is your lot. I'm Razorcade. Google's first wild AI zero day is real and uncomfortable. The 30-minute patch to exploit window is real and structural. Baidu's 6% cost is real if once for all replicates. HiDream 1 is real and being tested. And OpenAI is selling deployment now, not just inference. The capabilities arrive, the defenders update, the debt accumulates. See you tomorrow, if tomorrow exists.